So hi, Women Guys Podcast. I'm Shane.
I'm Glory.
Throwback Thursday, recorded on a Thursday, posted on a Monday.
Ain't it good?
Equilibrium's reset.
Ain't it fun?
Ain't it fun? Ain't it fun?
Yeah.
We're continuing on the Pierce the Veil discography train. We're halfway through at this point. We hit the halfway point with this record. Their 2012 album, Collide with the Sky. Dare I say, and this is going to be a hot take to Glory because of what she was telling me right before we started this, and pissed me off as I went to hit the record button. But
like
it's fine.
I dropped it last second.
It's fine. We'll just unpack it during this. This is a 10 out of 10 album. This record is phenomenal. This record is incredible. This record's immaculate. And I totally understand why it gets the praise that it gets. And it is a scene classic, a scene staple. It is one of the quintessential scene records. And I totally understand why. I spent a lot of time with this record when I was a youngin'. I found this band pretty early on in my alternative music discovery.
That King for a Day music video did a lot for the both of us.
Yeah, let me tell you. No, like, genuinely spent a lot of time sitting in that chair watching the King for a Day music video and Black Veil Bride's music videos because had all sorts of whack ass rules in my house where my computer had to be off, but I could use the TV. So I would just use that. I would sneak my phone and Snapchat my friends, and God, core memory unlocked right there. But I spent a lot of time watching those music videos because I was a young child with rules about rules about computer use and things like that. This, obviously King for a Day is how I got into the band. I had already known Sleeping with Sirens, just by extension, obviously found this band pretty easily. I feel like they kind of go hand in hand together. You like one, you probably like the other, because they vocally, if you're okay with one, you're going to be okay with the other vocally.
You're okay with high-pitched male voices.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right.
Let me tell you about Dance Gavin Dance. You might as well just throw them in there too.
But the way it opens with the little intro track, "May These Noises Startle You in Your Sleep Tonight," is like just the ultimate fucking hype song, man. Like, it just gets me so excited for the record to start, and just immediately flying into hell above, which is, it's such a seamless transition, so high energy, and I'm like, fuck, man, I love this fucking band, I love this album. God damn it. A Match into Water is fucking incredible as well. King for a Day, man, I don't care how many times I listen to that song. I've heard this song hundreds of fucking times, and it's not even on purpose, because you go to shows, this is on the pre-show set playlist, and I have heard this song so many goddamn times, and it never ceases to blow me away every single time I hear it. Honestly, probably one of my favorite songs, and an absolute standout on the record as well. Bulls in the Bronx, Props and Mayhem is another standout for me. I didn't realize how much I liked that song until I took a step back and listened to it with my reviewer ears on. I took off my casual listening ears and put on my reviewer ears for my playthrough last night. Tangled in the Great Escape is always a favorite of mine as well. I'm Low on Gas and You Need a Jacket is a great pickup after Tangled in the Great Escape. The First Punch never ceases to make me want to throw a punch. I'll be honest with you, I never do, but I get that feeling every time I hear that song. 100 Sleepless Nights, goddamn, man, what a song. Stained Glass Eyes and Colorful Tears, goddamn, man, what a song. And then the way it closes with Hold Out Till May is that nice slow ballad to close things off, and really put a cap on the record. Like I said, I didn't realize how much I like this album until honestly last night. Like I know I've spent a lot of time with it. I know I liked it, and I knew it was my favorite Pierce the Veil record. But I didn't realize how much I liked it in the grand scheme of things until I was listening to it last night. After not hearing this record in full in years, I was like, God damn, this fucking band is so good. I'm also recently off the fact that I didn't go see them in New York City because I sold my ticket prematurely because of the train strike, and then the trains wound up coming back on Tuesday. So I stayed home and did not see this tour. So I'm just like, damn, this band is awesome. This album is awesome. Scene staple. And really just like builds off of Selfish Machines, builds off all the high energy moments of Selfish Machines, because there's a lot more slower moments throughout that record that this record does not have. This record is a lot more high energy, consistently in your face, with a couple of lulls throughout some songs but it paces the album well. I feel like the track list for this record flows incredibly well. Each song flows into each other and keeps the energy moving, which I really like. And it's just, man, it's just incredible. I could sit here and glaze this record all day, I'd be honest with you, but I'll pass the torch over to Glory, where she's gonna say what she's got to say about this album, and I'm gonna tell her she's probably wrong.
So I actually really like this record. I was just fucking with you because I know this is your favorite record by
the fuck.
So no, I mean, this is the record that I feel like, even if you have never listened to it, you know the cover art, you know the big songs off of it. Everyone and their mother fucking knows King for a Day. Everyone and their mother knows Bulls in the Bronx, and everyone and their mother knows Hold On Till May. Probably in that order as well of popularity. So like my dad's favorite Pierce the Veil song is King for a Day. He asks like, "Hey, can you put on King for a Day?" And I'm like not even playing music. And I'm like, "Oh yeah,
I guess.
Sure." Like what the fuck? Yeah. So no, I think this record's incredible. I definitely agree with you. It's a scene staple if you're getting into alternative music, or if you have been into alternative music, you know this record. Funnily enough, this was the first time I've listened to this record in full. I knew all of the songs off of it. Whether it's just like I know the name, I've heard, this part live. I've seen them live twice, maybe three times. I don't know, just somewhere in there. Which is crazy because I'm not even that into them. Honestly, they're just always there, and I'm like, oh, cool, Don Broco, sure. Shout out Don Broco. But I think it's a great record. I think that they kind of get into their flow state with this record. All the songs are very cohesive, and they all kind of have the same vibe going on throughout. Like Hell Above and Bulls in the Bronx to me kind of ring the same bell. It has that same vibe, the high energy. Obviously, Bulls in the Bronx is like fucking crazy. Like it is like insane. It's like something where you want to get into a pit, and I'm finna be in the pit, and you just want to like fuck shit up. It's like, to me, that's just one of those crazy, crazy girl songs. I love it. Imagine to Water is one of the big ones that I also knew. Didn't realize, it's like I knew the song, I knew the words to the song, but I didn't know the name. So it's like listening to it, it kind of like collided, and I went, oh shit, that's that. Cool. Okay, cool. I know that. And I've been having that kind of like light bulb moment with almost their entire discography, where it's like, shit, I know a lot more of their discography than I gave myself credit for. Cool. King for a Day. Do I have to say anything? I don't. It's fucking King for a Day. Everyone, that was my introduction to Pierce the Veil. And goddamn, it is incredible. Bulls in the Bronx was also, it played after the first time I watched King for a Day, and I remember watching and going, whoa, what the fuck? It's like, because it's seeing kind of like Mexican culture mixed with metal, and I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I didn't know shit like this existed. So that kind of like opened my eyes and my brain to everything. I wish I kind of went into them from there on, but I just kind of stuck with the singles and called it a day, and then went, oh my god, 21 Pilots, and I went down the wrong path. I should have gone down the Pierce the Veil path. Props and Mayhem I thought was fine. Honestly, it just kind of felt like a song that was just, I just need more time with it, I guess. I mean, people love it. It's a big deal. People were excited. People were hoping it was going to be on the set list. I think it is on the set list, and there was a big deal about that. So obviously, it's a classic. Tangled in the Great Escape. Yes. I love Fever 333. I love Jason from Fever 333. I heard his vocals. I wasn't looking at the track listing. I wasn't looking at anything. And I heard his vocals, and I went, is that fucking Fever 3? Is that Jason? Fucking looked at it. Of course it is. Of course it
Of
is.
course it is.
Best song on the record. Well, great song on the record. Not the best. Not the best because King for a Day and Bulls in the Bronx exist. Um, I'm Long Gas and You Need a Jacket. Not my favorite. I thought it was fine. It still moved the record along, so there weren't really any lulls or anything in the record, so I can't be too mad at it.
Mhm.
The First Punch is also another one of my favorites. High energy, just a great fucking song. I think that I wish it was higher up in the but then again, the record has to be balanced, but I wish it was kind of up there with the Match in the Water, King for a Day, Bulls in the Bronx run because it makes sense kind of being next to those in my head.
Mhm.
100 Sleepless Nights, I thought was just fine. Stained Glass Eyes and Colorful Tears, I thought was good. And Hold On Till May, it's a classic. I mean, I don't even fuck with Pierce the Veil like that, but it's like when I hear that shit live, it makes me go, damn. It
Yeah,
just kind of makes you like sit back for a second and go like, fuck, that's a solid song. Like
it
it is,
is.
it's one of those songs where it's like there's nothing I have no notes. Genuinely like nothing to say about it. I think it's incredible. So overall, Collide with the Sky. No, I understand why it's their biggest record.
Yeah.
I get it, guys. Okay, you can stop. So yeah, no, I fuck with Pierceville.
Hell yeah, that's good. I would just like everyone to know that right before we start recording Glory Goes, I can't wait to talk about the album that I thought was just okay.
Just okay.
Hence why the entire time I've been saying Glory's going to ruin my day with what she has to say. But I'm glad that you were just fucking with me. Although
yeah,
I wish
dude.
you'd stop doing that.
It's fucking Collide with the Sky, man. If someone thinks it's just okay, they're clearly just trying to be different. They're just trying to be different. It's a great album. Yeah.
But those are our thoughts on Pierce the Veil's 2012 album Collide with the Sky. We both really like it, so that's good. Cruising right along here with the Pierce the Veil discography. Got a couple more albums left, and then we'll be on to the next thing. So we'll start taking suggestions. Let us know what you think we should talk about next. What discography should we dive into? And you can follow us on Instagram. It's Good Noise Podcast. Facebook is Good Noise Pod. TikTok is Good Noise Podcast. All your streaming services are all Good Noise Podcast. Patreon is patreon.com/Good Noise Podcast. Subscribe to us here on YouTube. It helps us out a ton. Only place we post these fun little throwback reviews. And other than that, I have been Shane.
I have been Glory.
And we've been the Good Noise Podcast. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.